This just in. Chris McLean, the once host of the popular reality television series Island, Action, World Tour, Revenge of the Island, Pakatu Island, and the beloved All Stars, has kidnapped the former contestants and brought them to Boney Island, where they will compete in a series of challenges for a grand prize of $4 million and for their lives. In other news, Chris McLean's bail was only set at $10,000, an unprecedentedly low amount for someone who has committed countless crimes against humanity, multiple felonies, and yes, even some war crimes. In other news, Playboy millionaire Charles Bass has been indicted on charges of murder after dropping his father Bart Bass from a roof. Authorities say his wife Blair Waldorf has been overheard saying the Bass hole is innocent. Charles Bass's lawyer, Tripp Vanderbilt, has declined to comment on the situation. That's all for now. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Court, long time no see. That was a close one. I can't believe they let me out of prison, and now I'm here, back on Boney Island. The last crime I committed was so heinous, it's not a good idea to talk about it. You might not see me the same way you used to. Can you believe that you and I didn't get married? You don't ever have to worry about me kissing Gwen again. She is a boyfriend kisser, yeah, but I'm a goth kisser too, and for that I'll be forever sorry. CITs are where it's at. Some wannabe Avril Lavigne hot topic goth just doesn't do it for the old Duncanator anymore. I want some stability in my life. I heard you're a lawyer or something now, or are they called solicitors here? Anyway, do you think you could represent me at my next trial? I only ask because I know I'm going to get up to some crazy stuff as soon as I win that $4 million. I'll split it with you, sweet cheeks. 30-70. Ha, just kidding. You know it's always 50-50 with me and you, since I'm a reformed goth kisser. I'm glad we have some alone time here to get caught up. Hey, you might not know this about me, but I was in a rock band that rocked way harder than Trent's. Trent is a little weenie. He's nothing compared to me, and I don't know what Gwen ever saw in him. I wrote a song called Courtney, You're the One for Me. It got to #1 on the Canadian adult alternative contemporary gutter punk rock overnight radio charts. Did you know that I've been arrested in 12 different countries? Yeah, I made $55,000 selling cigarettes illegally in Michigan, and I learned how to do stick and poke tattoos in there. We should get matching tattoos. What do you think, Court? I was thinking of getting a little skull tattooed on my neck. Yeah. And how about you get a guitar on yours? Wouldn't that be cool? Anyway, what's the first thing you're going to do with your share of the prize money? $2 million is a lot of money. I'm going to pay off all the legal fees that I owe. Hey, do you think you could help me with that? You're good at math, right? Harold sued me for defamation of character after I told everyone he still wore tighty whities in 2017. Yeah, I know. Tighty whities. I said it once and I'll say it again, Courtney. My boys need to breathe. I've been going commando for as long as I can remember. The freedom is unrivaled. I haven't worn underwear since Obama was in office. Anyway, I saved your life. You're welcome, Court. No big deal. What would you say to a quick makeout session on the dock?
Hey, are you guys gonna make out? It's me, Owen. Do you like my mustache? I've been growing out my mustache to look more manly. I don't feel confident in my appearance, although I am body positive, and this is a body positive safe space. When Izzy broke up with me, I never got over it. I miss getting hoofed in the Kiwis, honestly. Don't let me interrupt your romantic moment, guys. I've always been a supporter of Duncan, and I always will be. Can you believe Chris McLean's bail was set to $10,000? You would have think it would have been way higher than that. It's almost like that amount was made up by someone who has no idea how the real world works, or something like that. And I can't believe the judge just accepted a check for his bail in the middle of the courtroom and just let him leave. I think something fishy is going on, but I'm not sure what it is. They don't pay me to think. In fact, they don't pay me to do anything. I hope I can get my hands on that $4 million, and I won't waste it this time. I was thinking of using it for something good and charitable, like opening up a public library of cheese. Anyone can come to Owen's Cheese Library and sample any kind of cheese they want for free. My favorite is Limburger, but I wouldn't say no to an Asiago, or any kind of cheese will do, really. The money will also help me with my toilet brush replacement fund. My toilet brush gets absolutely destroyed every single week from all the scrubbing I have to do. But I like a sparkling clean toilet. I like a toilet that's so clean I could eat off of it. And I would. And I have. And I would do it again. And again and again and again. Sometimes I get food stuck in my mustache, and when I find it later, it's like a special little treat for me. I have a lot of issues with gas and bloating from all the cheese and dairy and cured meats that I eat. My intestines are more blocked up than the 101 during rush hour. It's important for me that my toilet is comfortable because I spend a lot of time sitting there. Hey, speaking of which, is there an outhouse around here? I've got some urgent business to attend to, like right now. But anyway, enjoy your makeout session, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt and despoil your romantic moment. Thanks for listening so well. You guys are my best pals. If I win the $4 million, I'll split it with you 50-50, and you guys can be the co-founders of Owen's International Cheese Library. And maybe you can help me get Izzy back too. That would be nice. Oh, I'm so lonely. It's so good to be free again. I can't believe how easy it was to get out of prison and make bail. Only 10 grand? I get paid more than that in royalties for Pacatoo Island.
You deserve it, Chris. Every last penny of it is yours.
Can't argue with that, Secretary.
I wasn't planning on it, Chris. Can we talk about my paychecks, Chris? You haven't paid me in over 6 months, and I've been working really hard for you.
The checks will come when the ratings come, which will be any day now, once I get Courtney and the rest of her crappy cast back on Boney Island. This star-studded cast is going to pay for many a spa day. These cuticles got way out of hand in prison. They wouldn't let my esthetician visit me because he's not family. I told them I don't need family. I just need hands that are ready for prime time. And since they froze all my assets, I can't afford to abuse interns. Pay the interns. Right. In abuse. Since you're my double agent, it's up to you to get those kids to make good television for me. If you want to get paid, that is. I heard you had a trick up your sleeve in the form of one woman-hating homeschooled misogynist from Saskatchewan. Ezekiel's gone feral. What could be better? We can use him to scare the campers and keep them away from the $4 million, which, by the way, Secretary, doesn't even exist. Not yet, anyway. But it will once I get some more investors who want to make this reunion possible. I don't host this crappy kids show for my health. I do it for massive quantities of Canadian dollars. Look, I understand the network needs me more than I need them. But I need money more than I need anything. I need that sweet, sweet CAD more than I need clean criminal records or the respect of a bunch of ungrateful delinquent campers. I'm ready to put those kids through hell, Secretary. I'm not getting any younger. This is going to be my masterpiece. A work of art composed of mayhem, carnage, chaos, and drama. And maybe I'll make them eat something gross along the way. Who knows? As for me, I'll be eating delicious Wagyu beef from my bunker. I'm talking A5 cuts. We didn't get anything like that in prison. I've been eating creamed corn with a spork for years now. That reminds me, Secretary, I need you to look up a good gremolata recipe. It's not quite like chimichurri, so you'll probably need to practice it a few times. Chef quit on me, but I'm used to a certain lifestyle, and you're going to help me live it, Secretary. As for my other wage slaves, you're going to need them to get started on testing out the stunts and challenges for the show. I don't want any more lawsuits on my hands, but I wouldn't mind a few broken bones here and there. Working for me is like working for Quentin Tarantino. I'm just here to challenge these kids because their pain is my game.
Hey, Cody, how the heck did you get off the island? The rest of us are stuck here on Boney Island fighting for our lives. I almost got attacked by a giant boar bear. I smashed my walkie-talkie, but found this one on the ground. I'm quirky like that. I couldn't help but notice you've really filled out since we were kids, Cody, and those sideburns are to die for. I love the way they're not completely attached to your head. Did you hear that Chris McLean's bail was only $10,000? I wish I had that kind of money. I sold a painting for $300 last month, which was just enough to pay the rent for my New York City apartment. If I can win the $4 million, I'll spend it on Doc Martens and eyeliner. I can't afford to dye my hair anymore. That's why it's no longer blue. Or was it green? I don't remember. I'm thinking of becoming a Twitch streamer, Cody. Do you think that you would like to watch my stream if I did? I hope so. That would mean a lot to me. Anyway, how are you, Cody?
Gwen, I don't even know how you got this number. And the comments about my appearance are not appropriate, okay? I've only been hitting the gym so hard to spend time away from Sierra. She's nuts, Gwen! And I used my Sierra evasion skills to get off Boney Island once and for all. I refuse to relive all the horrible experiences we had on that island ever again. I'm out now, and I won't let you pull me back in. And no, Gwen, I wouldn't watch your stream. Between Sierra and the kids, I don't have time to sit around watching gamer girls play Minecraft for Bitcoins. When I'm done working out, I have to go home and put the kids to bed. Then Sierra spends the next 6 hours combing my hair and taking pictures of me for her Instagram page. If Sierra thinks I'm still kidnapped and stuck on the island, she won't come looking for me. Or she will, and she'll get stuck there too. It's win-win for me, Gwen.
Cody, how can you be so naive? There is so a market for this reunion. I know I would watch it, and I bet a bunch of other people would too. Where did you even get an idea like that? Look, I'm sorry things aren't going great at home, but do you really think hiding from Sierra is the solution? I have a spacious loft apartment in Brooklyn that I bought from an art dealer for $5,000. People are always coming in and out of this place. Before my mother moved to Hudson, there was still plenty of space in the loft. And my dad made his famous bolognese with mozzarella di bufala once or twice a week. My little sister went on to become a fashion designer, I think. I can't really remember what happened to her. She was interning as an assistant to a fashion designer, but then she kind of became a successful designer herself for a brief period of time because she hosted a guerrilla fashion show that somehow went over really well with everyone. Then she quasi-dated a drug dealer who used remote-controlled boats to do drug deals, and eventually she just kind of disappeared from my life. I think she went to a boarding school or a fashion institute or something. Anyway, Cody, my point is that life is what you make it. I'm going to become a Twitch streamer and I'm going to send you a link, okay? I want you to see how funny and quirky I can be.
Gwen, I know you can be quirky. It's not a question of quirkiness, it's just that I really could not care any less about your Twitch streaming career. I have my own problems over here. Sierra has been drinking Love Me tea nonstop since World Tour. Do you know what that does to a person? I'm worried about her, Gwen. As much as I complain about Sierra, she's always taken care of me and loved me for who I am. Maybe I should start doing the same for her. Reality TV romances can end for all kinds of reasons. But when all is said and done, they have one thing in common. They are shooting stars. A spectacular moment of light in the heavens, a fleeting glimpse of eternity. And in a flash, they're gone. I'm flattered, but look, Gwen. Sierra is my sweetheart. I'm not leaving her. She's my home.
There has been a lot of hate thrown towards Chris and the people behind this reunion. I would once again like to say that I condemn any and all hateful rhetoric being made towards those two entities. I understand why you are angry, Heather, but everyone needs to realize two things. Chris McLean did absolutely nothing wrong by kidnapping us and bringing us back to Coney Island. We were the ones who auditioned to be on the show in the first place, and we knew that from the beginning. We knew that this eventuality was a possibility, and so we elected to have fun with it while it lasted. That is why we ultimately cooperated with Chris without any issue. We knew that he was most likely in the right.
Reality TV is a tricky thing, but at this point, I think it is safe to say that my movies do not qualify as reality TV. Chris has to protect his bank account.
I understand wanting everything to die down, as I think any hate towards Chris or Chef is unacceptable. However, I am somewhat disappointed with this decision, as I thought this conversation would have at least helped me understand the situation a little better if we got to see what they had to say. Chris made it clear that we might be killed if we didn't cooperate. But if Chris thought we would agree to do a reunion, why didn't they just ask before kidnapping us? Not hating on you, Alejandro. Just curious. Though, when I think about it, I guess they weren't really interested in a reunion. I think there's something else going on. I think Chris McLean has lost his mind. I don't get how people can just be fine with companies crapping all over them like this. So what if Chris was able to get out of jail by paying $10,000 bail? Screwing over a bunch of campers by kidnapping them and dropping them on Boney Island just comes off as spiteful, like he's jealous the fans care more about the campers than the host, when he could have easily let it slide without doing anything quite so dramatic as all that.
We have no idea who specifically ordered the kidnapping. The original kidnap orders were not sent by Chris. Rather, it was another deranged maniac who's comfortable lurking in the shadows and snatching people up against their will. I personally don't think there's any ulterior motive other than making a good reality show. I understand your desire to fight, Heather, but frankly, there is no fight. That's not an excuse, it's the truth. We have absolutely zero legal footing to stand on, not even a smidge. A fight would be a pointless exercise and potentially costly due to legal fees. Fees for a legal battle, we have no chance of winning. The only other options would be to fight our way through the challenges on Island and hope to get away from Chris. Chris McLean is not Jeff Probst, and it seems like he has a tighter grip on his campers than other reality TV hosts. It would simply be a better use of our time to regroup and move on to greener pastures instead of fighting an extremely uphill battle.
And honestly, Alejandro, it's sad you're just rolling over without a fight. You're not showing Chris respect. You're making excuses for him to screw you and other campers over at their own discretion. That's not brave or noble at all. Just pathetic. I am beyond confused about what's going on. What would you be expecting from people that support you? If you didn't expect this to happen, then you clearly are living in your own world that you are living in. The reason as to why you got kidnapped was because Chris is losing his mind in prison for his crimes and wants to exact revenge on us campers. Your comments are only supporting the actual person that kidnapped you, and yet you are shamelessly blaming your own fellow campers for reacting to the situation at hand. You are no better than us campers. You are no better than the kidnapper that you are aggressively defending. Your remarks are so childish, like to the point that I don't think you even know how reality TV really works.
Chris is out for blood and ready to go to war over how the situation has been handled so far. Chris is basically losing his reputation and fans at a more increased rate, and all while asking the questions, why are you so angry at me? He's angry that popular campers had so much potential and went on to live happy, successful lives as a result of the hard work he did hosting a reality TV show. He's angry because of all the corporate meddling that drove the unpaid interns into a constant stream of bad decisions and dangerous challenges that injured the campers and continuously proved detrimental. He's angry because he signed a contract for 10 seasons of a reality TV show and was only given 5. Chris is angry because of the seemingly endless amount of contempt, insulting, and would dare to say outright hatred. A vocal minority decided to speak up, showing up to testify against Chris in court. It has gotten to the point where all I felt Zeke want now is for an acceptable compromise to be reached where both the campers and Chris can be happy. We can hopefully go another few years without a war breaking out once again. Chris wants to increase efforts into regards of merchandising. His desire for Chris merchandise, other than t-shirts, coffee cups, and the occasional pins and prints, has been a constant with for quite some time. Why not see if you could partner with a company to produce posable Chris figurines? Chris only wants to reopen a proper line of communication between the campers and the producers. Any of this would be a start at rebuilding the bonds between the campers and the producers and Chris. With this, I've said my piece on the matter. If anyone agrees with what I had to say, that's great. That's all. And if you still want blood, well, have a nice weekend. I hope you'll understand why I had to kidnap you.
I have missed you so much, Lashana. This cave is so cozy, I really feel safe. I'm kind of scared.
It's okay, Heather. I miss my little Harold, too. I think he used his sweet skills to evade being kidnapped by Chris. He couldn't use some of those sweet skills to save me? Wasn't I good enough? But hey, this could be my chance to win $4 million. I don't know what I'd do with all that money, but I wouldn't say no to it. Let's form an alliance, Bridget. What do you say? Just you and me.
That sounds good to me. I miss Jeff. It's really sad that he passed away in an unfortunate hairstyling accident. Do you think it's safe to go back out there yet? I think I can still hear that monster walking around outside the cave.
It's a squatch and aqua. I'm not really OD enough for honor kills. Nah, I'm just joking. Whatever, yo. Let's go out there and win, Bridget.
I admit!